Good afternoon, magandang hapon, and welcome to today's episode of Might Be a Dream. We are a few days into our Christmas episode. When I say a few days into it, it means this episode actually started a few days ago. But it's been so busy, I didn't bring the computer with me when we went on our trip to Tagaytay. And I decided to wait till I got back here to do the editing of several days. So we're going to do a compressed. There's not a lot of video because most of the time we were doing family things together. And I didn't really do a lot of video recording during this time. It was a special time for our family getting together over the Christmas holiday. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do like a condensed version of what's happened over the last few days. Now, for those of you who come to visit to look at what's happening with house building, we're going to knock that out right off the beginning. So I'm going to show you what I did over the last few days, which isn't very much. It's basically some stuff up on the second floor in the bathroom, in the comfort room. And once that gets done, if you don't want to watch family kind of stuff, then you can wait till the next episode that I do actually some construction here at the site at Villa Feliz. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go upstairs. We'll take a look at the what I did upstairs. It was like 3 days ago. And then we're going to reminisce. We're going to go back a few days from archived video footage that we had from when we went on our vacation up in Tagaytay. Isn't that right, Hapon? Well, let's go ahead and get today's video started. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Now, for those of you who are here to watch the build, the progression of each one of the construction steps here at Villa Feliz, that's what we're going to look at first. And I did this a few days ago. It's right before, I think I did this the day before Christmas Eve, the eve of Christmas Eve. Well, anyway, I finally got the lights installed inside the bathroom up here. Okay, so I know you're saying, oh, that looks so cool with it looks like flames and you have fire going on inside your lights. But they're not going to stay. I don't have the light bulbs, and these are the spare light bulbs for our entranceway into the house. They're those things that's supposed to look like you have a flame inside your lantern on the front of your house. They do look cool, and I will tell you how they really look cool is when you cut off, let's see, if you cut off some of the lights inside here, it's really cozy in here. So I don't know, maybe we'll keep it like that. I don't know, or maybe we'll just go ahead and put standard lights in here. But I did get those installed. Let me put all the lights back on inside here. So all the lights are installed, so that's all done. I also installed, for your DIY folks, I also installed one of these mirrors for Ness. It's the kind of mirror that kind of folds out, and it's like a 3 times, well, I think one's like a 3 times mirror, and one is like a regular kind of mirror inside there. So that got installed over here so she can do her makeup and things like that as well. All this still the same, nothing's changed here. I still have to work underneath the counter, and I still have to do the doors and the drawers, and put one more piece of tile down here that my builder neglected to finish that job, as well as the other things that he hasn't finished. But we're getting close to finishing. I still have to do the threshold here as well with that kind of a reddish color granite that I picked up a month and a half ago. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at some of the video that we took over the last 3 days. I think the last 3 days. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. I don't know that we got much from Christmas Eve, because Christmas Eve was mainly a family dinner at the condo that we stayed at in Tagaytay. Christmas Day, we did something that you'll see here in just a moment. And the day after Christmas, we went shopping at the Mahogany market, and we picked up 20 or 21 trees. And after I show you all of that shopping, I'll show you what we have here inside the yard, and that's what I got started on this afternoon. And we'll continue after the earlier archived videos. We are in Tagaytay, and we are at a place called Picnic Grove. And we are in a place called Picnic Grove on Christmas Day. This is probably the craziest day you could possibly ever think about going to Picnic Grove. Now over the shoulder back over here is Taal. It's the lake, and we're gonna head down there. We're gonna try to get some really good views of the lake from at Picnic Grove here. So we spent, I'm telling you, we spent how many, like 2 hours in traffic? 2 hours to go what, 6 kilometers?
That's right.
Like 6 kilometers. We're at a condo unit that we're renting, an Airbnb condo unit. Maybe 6 kilometers, maybe a few kilometers more. I don't know. But it took us 2 hours to go about 6 kilometers. But we are here. You can see it is packed. It is packed down here today. And hopefully we're going to get some good views of the lake and just enjoy what everybody else does on the Christmas holiday and spend time with family and friends, and that's what we're doing right now. So let's go ahead and get today started. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Everywhere along the trail here, going up and down the hill, they have all this really neat kind of candy and different things for you to snack on.
Bumili na ako, isa. Pwedeng isa, dalawa, tsaka to.
And my favorite right here.
Kukuha rin din ba si ma'am? Peanuts with peanuts? Ma'am,
Ano ito?
Puro yan, ma'am. If sorry niyo sa akin pag hindi masarap na. Ayan din. Apo. Yes, ate.
3 for 100 pesos.
This is espresso.
Yes, ate. Thank you, ma'am. 3 for 100. Kasi lahat. Salamat. Thank you very much.
Get destroyed for a while. That's
So Ness, Talk, me, and Goth over here, we're gonna do the zip line. We're gonna go way over there, and they're gonna stay right here, and we're gonna try to get some good video coming across the ravine right here, and hopefully we can capture these guys in the video standing on the bridge as we're coming across, as long as they're not screaming too loud. Okay,
Yep,
all right,
yep.
that's the
No
rule.
screaming.
No screaming.
No screaming.
No girl screaming.
Really?
Right? All right, all right.
Really? It's my only fun.
All the way over there, and then
Sinuglugan? Pahinga muna ta!
Bente lang kay Juju, nakasakay na.
Okay, so we got our tickets. We got our tickets. Now we just have to mount the cable, the zip tie cable,
Yeah.
and do the dirty
Superman
deal.
style.
Yeah,
Superman.
Superman style.
Well, what do you want? Sit down or Superman?
No, we're gonna be bold.
Okay, yeah.
We're gonna do it.
We're some bold
We're
OGs.
bold. We're like we just got done watching a bunch of Avengers.
That's right.
And superheroes. we're going superhero style.
Like this guy here.
Like this guy. Oh! It wasn't recording.
Are you
We gotta
serious?
do it again.
Oh no.
Wait, I don't think it was recording. I can't tell the story. You're gonna have to tell the story.
Okay.
Okay.
I made a mistake and shouted too loudly, which caused James to not actually press the record button the first time.
I didn't press the record
He's gonna
button.
make me pay for the second round.
So we're gonna do a second time. At least this time he's prepared and he won't scream like a little girl like he did the first time, right? All right, we're gonna do this. Take 2. Red light.
Yeah, red light, yeah,
So
go.
we're definitely recording this
Okay,
time. We're
all
definitely
right.
recording.
All
Second,
right.
second time's the charm, right?
Alright, second time.
Second
You got
time.
it this time.
You ready?
Ready?
Ready.
Glasses on.
Hands out.
Superman.
Superman.
Ready, guys? Go. Ready.
One.
That's low.
Let's go.
Faster.
Okay, it's over. Hey! Whoa! Woo!
Your head,
That was a tough landing. I thought we practiced this before.
We're only gonna do this like 5 more
All right,
times.
I think we got it.
Yeah.
I think we perfected
We nailed it.
We nailed it that time.
I gave you a picture.
All right.
Maraming salamat po. Maraming salamat.
What the picture looks like.
They just give you a ticket.
Wow. Look at that. Ticket po. Ticket.
Well, as you can see, the sun is quickly setting on us here in Tagaytay. What a great day we had here at the park. I think we're going to close from here. I don't know. What's the next plans?
We'll be going to Sky Ranch.
Sky Ranch.
Probably.
I maybe.
I don't know.
I think the next thing for the kids there is like an amusement park.
Yeah.
What we're gonna do? We're gonna close from here since we have a little bit of light. Now, if we go to Sky Ranch and we have enough light to video from that place also, we'll add that in today's segment as well. Okay, here we are, day three in Tagaytay. Now, this is the day that we're leaving to go back home, back to Lipa. But before we go, one of the things on my agenda is to look for dwarf varieties of different type of citrus trees and just dwarf varieties of a little bit of everything. Now, one street off of the main street that runs where all the hotels and the restaurants and the view of the lake, one street that's probably about half a kilometer inward, I'm going to say maybe towards the north or the northwest side of the top of the hill here is a place called Mahogany Market. It's right on Mahogany Street and it's right behind City Hall. That's City Hall over there. And what they do is they have dwarf varieties of everything. They have calamansi, calamandin, they have attis, they have a little bit of everything. Also they have herbs and regular plants there as well. So what we're doing, we're looking at all of the different varieties of citrus that they have. I want you to see some of the citrus that already have the citrus on a lot of the plants here. Now we just started. We just got here to the market, so we're going to look around, and as we go through, if we pick something out, we'll share that with you. So let's go ahead and do some shopping for some citrus plants. Okay, so one of the things we want lanzonis. Now lanzonis, they take like 10 years or more to get fruit. Now this young lady here, she is saying that they have lanzonis. This is like a dwarf variety, and she's saying 3 to 4 years.
Meron po kasing lansones na 10 years hindi pa siya nabunga.
Because this is grafted.
Kasi seedling siya. Ayan po kasi grafted.
And these are seedless lanzonis.
And these are grafted.
And these are
why
oh well,
they
you want
say.
of course you want grafted. Okay, and what's the price of this?
This one is 420. 420.
420.
Mabawasan ko na yan.
With mic. With mic ang ano ni Sir.
Ito ma'am yung mga nasa tapat-tapat. Bawas na yan.
Okay, so everything inside the plastic bags, we already picked. I think we have 16 plants here, and we haven't even started yet. We haven't even gone and looked at the plants down at the other end, or the flowering plants like they have over here for the flower beds. We haven't even looked at those yet, but we kind of got drawn in over here.
We're over.
Okay.
Don't leave him in the market.
So, so we're still looking, and we're trying to get pricing before we purchase this, because everything is negotiable. So we're going to see what the pricing is on the 14. I already bought 2 items down on the other end, down here. So we have 14 items here that we have to find the price. So we're working on it, then we'll continue doing some shopping.
Ay, sir, sorry.
Okay, if you're kind of wondering what these are cashew. These are cashew trees. And she said 2 years they will start blossoming, and she showed me a picture. It's like a big flower, and then on the bottom of the flower is the cashew nut itself. Now, believe it or not, we just started shopping, but we have a truck full of plants. We have, I think, 20 or 21 plants that we have already. But we just started, so we're going to continue to look at plants here in Mahogany Market. Okay, all packed up in the truck, and we didn't get any more. We didn't buy any more. We just got what we have in the back, right? It's just so much there, but it's a lot of the same stuff throughout. Some are healthier than others. Some are bigger than others. But we already obligated ourselves to the 20 plus whatever we have in the back. And we look at some of the bedding plants, and a lot of the bedding plants we can also get in Rosario, which is very close to the house, in Lipa. So we're kind of limited on resources, meaning pesos. A little bit, I didn't hit the ATM, so I'm kind of limited on resources and shopping time, because it is about 1:30 in the afternoon right now. So we're gonna go ahead and go where?
Oliver's.
Yeah, and what do they have there?
Shops.
Huh?
Souvenir shops.
Souvenir. We're gonna do some souvenir shopping, and then we're gonna head back to Lipa. Well, I hope you enjoyed that portion of the video that showed us doing the stuff on the side of the mountain with the zip run, and our hiking up and down the side of Tagaytay, as well as our shopping when we went over to pick up some of the plants. Now, what you see over my shoulder here, that's that 20 or 21. I think it's 21, because they gave us like a gratuitous type of a freebie. They gave it when we bought all these things. They said, "Oh, here, you pick out whatever you want," and then we picked out. And I don't even remember what we picked out. But I just finished out of this one right here. I've only planted one item so far, and it was one of the larger calamansi. I'll show you that one, and I'll show you what I'm getting ready to plant after the calamansi. Then they'll all get planted, but it's a late start right now, and I can do a little bit tomorrow, a little bit each day. I'm not going to get 20 or 21 plants done in one day. It's kind of hard to dig all the soil and get all the mixture right and things like that, so I'm going to take my time, and I also have to find out the best position for each one of these, because remember, we have limited space back here in the backyard. Here you see our first, this is the calamansi, and this actually has a bunch of little calamansi all over it. It's growing, and it looks healthy. This is a healthy plant. So I've got good soil inside here now with some cow manure, with some carbonized rice hull. I've been mixing it up inside here. cow manure here, carbonized rice hull inside here with the existing soil, so it should be nice and rich. And the next item we're going to put in the ground after I put the calamansi in just now, we're going to put this cacao. And the cacao tree is actually, it's a chocolate bearing tree. It makes chocolates or cocoa, and it's stuff that Ness makes this. So she makes this concoction that looks like kind of a rice. I think it's called champorado or something like that, and it's like chocolate rice that she eats inside the morning. And she can also use it for some of her chocolate rice recipes and things like that. Anyway, but it will be interesting. So I'm gonna get this in the ground. I gotta find a neat spot for this, kind of out of the way. It's kind of an ugly tree in my mind, but we're gonna put it in the ground somewhere around here. We'll find a good place for it somewhere in this backyard. Also, it's kind of cool, one of the plants, actually two of the plants that I bought are cashew. I have never grown nut trees before. And I guess there's a big flower, and out of the flower comes a cashew. Each one of them has a cashew in its own. So that's another first for us here. And as we're growing it, and if it gets flowers, and I think it already has some flowers on it, what we'll do is we'll watch the progression of the cashew tree growing some nuts. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff, and what I'll do is when we start putting them in the ground, we'll archive each one, because if I don't put a stake down, I'm gonna be, what is in that spot right there? Because a lot of them look they look the same, some of the trees. Now when you go to the nurseries, they'll tell you right off the bat, oh, this is a calamansi and this is a sun-kissed orange. By the way, we got a sun-kissed orange tree also. And I'm wondering, did I get a Fuji apple? I don't think I did. No, I did not get a Fuji apple. I will get that the next time. I love Fuji apples. So anyway, I just got to find some place to put here and to be able to save enough space over here for a pond in the near future. So,